Hello again, DIY lovers, sewists, and creatives. It's Micheline, and here in this video, I'm going to be stitching back up this hole in my daughter's dress. Now, if you're a mama of a little girl, you know they are princesses by nature, and they love their dresses. I was going to chuck this one, but she consistently asked me to fix it, so here we are. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually secure the stitches right where the rip is. Excuse me, right where the rip starts. I'm going to do that on the tulle portion of the dress, as well as where I have the sequins. I don't want those stitches to continue to unravel, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and stitch over them and secure the stitches in place. All right, so here we are. I'm going to be doing a basting stitch, and how I get it to gather is because I'm going to pull the string of the thread to gather it. Now, I prefer for a hole this size and to gather this amount of fabric, I like to just do it by hand, baste it by hand. I find that when I do it by hand, I have more control over the tension on the gathers, and I just have a lot more give, and I'm able to distribute the gathers evenly and seamlessly when I do it by hand. So I just threaded my needle. I did knot the end of it, so I'll just be doing a basting stitch. And here are the gathers. They're coming along nicely. Okay, so here I'm just distributing the gathers, and I'm anchoring each end with a pin, and here on the left side I'm going to actually really anchor my stitches in place by doing like a figure 8, just kind of wrapping the thread around the needle to secure it so it doesn't unravel easily. You see us sewing on the video, okay?
This is gonna be so amazing for you.
All right, hi guys. So just put your hands on top of mommy's hands, okay? Hold on, baby.
Mom, are these the needles? Mommy, will you get me this colored dress?
Yeah, you want that color dress?
I want this color dress and this color dress. And the red color dress. Where I have it. It's right over here.
Put your hands on. Okay, so I'm not sure if you were able to see clearly, but right before I started actually stitching, I did remove that pin where I had the thread anchored around it, and I moved the thread to the right so it was out of the way as I was stitching the seam closed. Now that I'm done closing the seam, I am pulling the white thread, which were my basting stitches. As you can see, it came out seamlessly. That's why it's important to make sure you do your basting stitches above whatever your seam allowance is. That way you don't get caught up in your permanent stitches. Now all that's left is to press it. Give it a good press with some heat from the iron, and you're good to go. And look at my princess twirling her dress. She was very happy that mommy fixed it for her, and I was glad to do so. Thank you all for watching this tutorial. Until next time, later.